New World was the best experience of my life. I met the most incredible people. It's an artistic journey. It's an experience that is dance, music, visual arts, musical theater. It didn't matter which one it was. Everyone was focused, and I think that focus kind of starts to gear you towards a certain discipline in your life.
Every morning, every day, you're always making new art, whether it be music theater, visual art, or dance. You're always fostering that growth with others, and you are really working with some of the top professionals in the field.
New World School of the Arts has that edge. They have the academic program, and they have the professors that will be able to provide you with the best understanding of your field.
Yeah, I mean, looking back at New World, there's really nothing like a small, intimate, and amazing conservatory education with the wonderful faculty and staff that New World has had always. I was the first Fightin' Pigeon mascot. That is important to know. I was the actual guy broiling out there in the hot sun with a paper mache beat up pigeon head and a vuvuzela.
Welcome back to Figuring the Arts. I'm Maria Flores, and joining me again, continuing from earlier in the segment, is Maggie Cuesta, Dean of the Visual Arts, and we now have a new alum. Welcome. This is Micah Milner, and he is an alum from 2010. He graduated from the college program of New World School of the Arts. Maggie, one of the collaborations you have been doing for quite some time, and you continue actively participating within the community, is Artopia. What is Artopia?
Artopia is a mentoring project. It actually originated it was another person, Rowena Luna, and myself, and we decided that we wanted to give back to the young kids, the young students in the community, that they cannot afford to learn about art or know about art. Mm-hmm. So we decided to bring them in to New World, and we also work with Rosario Martinez Cañas, and what we do is we match up a student that comes from the Honey Shine Foundation and and other organizations to one of our students, current students and alumni students. And they work for like a full day. They create a poster. We have them printed. We have an exhibition.
These are high school students?
They start from middle school on. So we have some very young ones around.
How do they come in? Is this you go to the school and recruit them?
No, it comes through extracurricular programs like the Honey Shine Foundation and San Juan Bosco, after school program. So they're students that they cannot afford to be in art schools or take art classes, and they're in after I guess school programs while their parents work, and they bring them in for a full day. They come in on a Saturday from like 9 in the morning, and we finish like at 5 o'clock in the afternoon. So we have breakfast with them, we have lunch with them. They create a poster about how they feel. This year the poster was based on how they could change the world. Mm-hmm. And then we print them, and then later on in the year we do an exhibition. We have an opening night exhibition, and we put the posters up, and it's quite beautiful, actually.
Now, these students are not, or maybe they are, involved in the arts within their own home school.
No, they're not at all.
They're not involved. So when you get this pool of students to work on the project, the poster project from Artopia, do you find talent that was hidden in the community and somehow it just fell through the cracks, but here it is?
It's amazing, isn't it? The talent, especially this year, I was so impressed with the work. The talent, when they're finished, these pieces, they're quite beautiful, and yeah, you can...
A lot of the students, you can tell they're actually finding talent in themselves that they didn't even know was there. The girl that I was mentoring, she was actually wanted to be a lawyer, really not interested in fine arts at all.
How old was
she was, I believe, 13, and she was already interested in law, which was shocking to me because I didn't want to go anywhere near a book let alone a law book at that time. And she was great. She just took right to the charcoal and was drawing things that a lot of the people that I knew going to a Magnus art school like New World at the time, at her age, couldn't draw that well. And so just kind of seeing that, bringing that out of these students was really great.
Now, Micah, you were part of Artopia when you were a student. You participated at mentoring the students as a student yourself.
Right.
You're an alum now, but you're still giving back. You're still coming back in a way, if you will, to New World School of the Arts to participate in this program of mentoring. Why do you feel it's important for you to still continue to be collaborating in this manner?
Well, one thing, I got a lot of love and respect for this school, just with Rosario, who was the division head of graphic design, which is what I do, and Maggie. Everything that I needed when I was there was provided for me, and if there was anything that I ever had to ask, they were always readily available. So it's just my way of kind of giving back and saying, if you guys need anything from me, now I'm still here. So it's not only just about them, but also the kids from the Honeyshine program and the New World School of the Arts program, because that's mostly what the mentors was college students here. So talking to them and showing them, I'm working, showing them my works, being there to give an alternate perspective on what they were doing. So just to be involved.
So now when the students are chosen or they come to the program, I would think that at first they're a little shy, and then they get to talk to you and you put them at ease and you show them you can be yourself in this atmosphere. You can be an artist in this weekend, this one day. Anything can happen if you want.
Actually, when we introduced the program at the very beginning, as I introduced the students, the ones that come back, I'd say, like Micah, he's a working professional now in the graphic design business. And so I stress that to these students so they know that they can do art as a living, they can make a living out of art, and they can pursue their dreams. Because some of the children there want to do art, but they don't have that reinforcement. And by seeing Micah, who's working, and actually quite a few of them came back this year as mentors, then they know that art is a possibility for them.
Exactly. And what are you doing as an artist now?
Right now I work for Fairchild Tropical Botanic Garden. I'm an in-house designer there, do most of their marketing materials, advertisements, and branding.
Your degree is in graphic design.
Yeah, I was a graphic design major. I also did some electronic media, but now I'm working solely in graphic design.
So, and this is a very exciting field for the younger artists in training. They all want to be graphic designers because they all want to create ads and put them out there in the publications.
They want to see them.
So do you find that particularly true now as opposed to maybe several years ago?
I think that it's more accessible now. For instance, I never touched a program like Photoshop until I was like 17, 18 years old, maybe a senior in high school. My student, who again was not interested in the arts, she already knew how to work the program as a 13-year-old. And as soon as we took them into the computer lab, you could see their eyes kind of light up like, whoa, these look like space computers. Like, seeing all the Macs with the big screens. So I don't think it's any cooler than it's ever been. There's always been an intrigue in aesthetics and just the idea of being kind of a corporate artist. But it's just more readily available.
It's the access that you're providing, because some of these students perhaps wouldn't have that access, not just to the mentoring, which is what they need at this point, but also the ability to work in a computer state-of-the-art system, which is what New World School of the Arts provides to its own students.
And it's important also to say that it takes a lot of people, because when we first started this program, another person that I failed to mention earlier was Mita Fuentes. I mean, it takes a lot of people from the community wanting to pick up these kids and bring them here and convince their parents to let them come for a full day on a Saturday. Some of the mentors even drove to their houses to pick them up because they didn't have rides. So it really does take a lot of people coming together to make something like this work.
But it's important because these are, I believe, the connections that you continue to have, and you can identify students to come to New World who perhaps would have fallen through the cracks, wouldn't have been able to, either they didn't know about the school or you didn't know about them.
Right.
Now, Artopia is one of the projects. You also, earlier in the show, you talked about Sagamore, the alumni auction, and what other collaborations have you done in the community to celebrate New World School of the Arts 25th year?
Well, it's more, yes, and also to celebrate the talent of the students.
And the talent, they're part of the celebration.
Right. Well, we've done 2 stairwells at the Sagamore. That Cricket Taplin was the one that really came up with the stairwell project. Then, because of that, we did with Juan Lumiere from Greenberg Torig, Jose Felix Perez did, it's called 5 Stories Tall. We did a collaborative project with them. There was a stairwell again, and it's 5 stories of art. And it's a painting that literally goes through 5 floors. And the stairwell by it is all glass, so you can see it. If you look up, you can see all the way up. It's like, it is a beautiful piece. And we've also gotten involved with other events throughout, the city with South Florida Arts Center. We did one with Wet Heat Projects for Art Basel, which they did two exhibitions with New World students, which that one was very interesting because it was high school, college, and alumni work. And so it's very important to get out to the community and to bring the community to New World and us to reach out to the community.
And you also do a lot of collaborations, interdisciplinary collaborations.
We did one with the visual artist and Peter London, who he wrote a dance piece for Picasso and the women of Picasso. So yes.
That's wonderful, not only for what you're doing at New World, but how you're showing the community that things are possible. And with that, we're going to close our show today. Thank you, Micah, for coming. Thank you, Maggie, for letting us know about your plans and your great celebrations. This is Maria Flores. Goodbye for now. Figuring the Arts with New World School of the Arts.